Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. I'm Mindy, this is See Mindy Mom, and today I'm filming a what I eat in a day on the Myww Purple plan. All right, you guys, I don't even know where to start except just to say that I messed up. I'm not perfect, not that I ever claimed to be, but I've not had a really great few days where the plan is concerned as far as working my purple plan eating. Sorry, the sun's bright. I got to put my sunglasses on. My super cheap Dollar Tree sunglasses that aren't really that great. You can still see my eyes through them. Anyhow, I've just had a few days where I don't know why. I just at the end of the day was just way over on my points, and I used all my weekly points over the weekend, so I didn't really have any weeklies to play around with, and I would just get to the end of the day and I don't know, just throw in the towel or something. So Monday, instead of eating dinner, I made myself a big bowl of popcorn and watched a movie with the children. And you know, air pop popcorn is 0 on the purple plan, so no big deal, right? Except for the 3 or so tablespoons of butter that I melted and put over the top of it. And then Tuesday, I did pretty well, except I had a glass and a half of wine at the end of the day when my husband and I were just kind of sitting, catching up and chatting, and no real reason except that I just wanted it. And then yesterday was Wednesday, and I actually did pretty well, even though people were bringing me treats, like my students were bringing me gifts and advent calendars full of chocolate. And I really didn't indulge in that stuff, but I did have not 1, but 2 Christmas tree cakes. And I have made it through the entire season not buying a single box of those, even though they are my favorite. They're horrible. They're processed, sugary, fatty snack cakes, but for whatever reason, of all of the holiday treats, those and the seasonal Reese's, like the Reese's trees and eggs and pumpkins and stuff, those are my favorite things. The rest of it is just kind of like, you know, I like it, but could take it or leave it, but those are the things. And I don't really have the points for it. I'm in the negatives for the week. But one of the things that I tell you guys a lot, or that I try to say as much as possible, is that, you know, this isn't about perfection. If you wait until you work a plan perfectly, if you think you have to work any plan for weight loss or anything really for trying to change your life for the better, if you think you have to work it with 100% perfection, you're going to be waiting a long time to see results. And for a long time, I stayed overweight and didn't really make any progress because as soon as I wasn't perfect, I just threw in the towel and gave up. You know, I thought, well, if I can't be perfect, I might as well be horrible. And since I ate this 1 Christmas tree cake, I might as well eat the whole box. As it were, I didn't eat the whole box, but I did have 2. And since there are 3 left, though, my kids have already seen them. They know they're going to get to have them. So the Christmas tree gate is over, I guess. Sometimes I feel like, oh man, I should do better. I should be a better example. I shouldn't talk about these things. But I really feel like it's important for people out there to see that we all have those days. We all have those times. Nobody's perfect. And just because I'm not 100% on plan perfect all the time doesn't mean I have to give up entirely and eat or drink everything in sight. And for me, it starts with just 1 on-plan day. For some people, it starts with just 1 on-plan meal. I don't really seem to have a problem during the day, like breakfast and lunch and snack. It seems to be in the evening when I'm tempted by, I don't know, feeling stressed or tired or overwhelmed to overindulge in stuff. So for me, it's just committing to, I'm going to have 1 on-track day. Is it going to be enough to negate some of the stuff that I've done this week? Probably not, but that's okay. I've got to start by putting just 1 foot in front of the other. And for me, that starts with just having 1 day where I stay within my points and I work the plan the way that I like to work it. So I am working the purple plan. I have a lot of 0-point options on the purple plan, and I get 16 daily points a day. I also use my fit points to have 1 serving of fats and 1 serving of dairy, usually a yogurt. That's how I work my plan. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, like, Mindy, why don't you use those fit points to cover some of the, you know, indulgences that you've had this week? Well, that's not how I work my plan. And honestly, I've made the mistake before of trying to overcorrect and overcompensate for having, you know, an off plan day or going over on points or eating too many points. And I've tried to like heavily restrict and it has backfired. So I know this plan works for me when I work it the way I've been working it, because last week I worked it really well and I lost 2 pounds. So I'm just going to do what I need to do today to work the plan the way that I like to and the way that works for my body. I'm going to stay within my daily points, eat my fit points. I have still been jogging. Today will be day 21 of my run streak, and I've been jogging. I still got my jogs in the last few days, but for whatever reason, I don't know. I just have been like in this weird headspace where I'm just like, I don't care at the end of the day. And I don't feel overwhelmed. I don't feel stressed. I was telling my husband, I've been sleeping well. I've been eating pretty well. I've been drinking my water. I don't feel like we've overindulged. I mean, I don't feel like I've been super busy, but then when we went kind of back through the last few weeks, I probably have been a little busier than normal. But I just, for whatever reason, have felt like zapped. You know, I've just felt like zapped. When I wake up in the morning, even though I've slept the whole night, I just don't feel like rested. I don't know. But anyhow, I've already been chatting for 6 minutes. I'm sorry. I'll just try to get to the food. I'm actually doing my big grocery haul today, so I'm sitting in the Aldi parking lot. This morning, I had a piece of Ezekiel bread with a tablespoon of peanut butter and a banana cut up on top. I'm not counting the peanut butter towards my dailies. That's my healthy fat for the day. So it would be 3 points, but I use my fit points to cover that, so it won't go towards my daily tracker. The Ezekiel bread is 2 points per slice. The banana is 0. And I do have my coffee, which I've been sipping on, which has 30 mLs or 2 tablespoons of the Califia Farms better half. And I can actually have up to 4 tablespoons of that. So if I want to have another cup of coffee later, I can have that and still have points for my creamer. But that's what I've had today, so I'm only tracking 3 points for my breakfast. I'm going to do my groceries, film my grocery haul, and then I'll sit down and have some lunch, and I'll just bring you guys along with me, and you'll kind of be my accountability partner for today. I just got home and unloaded my groceries, filmed my grocery haul. I've been putting that away, and while I'm putting that away, I'm making up a little lunch for myself. One of the things that I love about the WW Purple plan and all of the additional foods on the 0 point foods list is that having stuff like brown rice, whole grain pasta, and potatoes, that makes it really easy to put together these like bowls, like lunch bowls or breakfast bowls, where you start with one of those things as the base, and then you add like some veggies, maybe an egg, some meat, or some cheese, or any combination of those things, and you just make some tasty, delicious like bowls of something to eat. So what I have started with is some of these. This is an organic shredded hash browns that I found at Sprouts. The only ingredient is organic potatoes. There's no oils in this. And because they're shredded, they cook up pretty fast in my skillet. I also have in my skillet some of these. These are just red, yellow, and green peppers. That's it. That I get at Trader Joe's in the frozen section. So I have those things in my skillet right now, kind of heating up, just a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of nonstick spray. I'll probably have an egg also. I'll cook an egg with that. And then I'm gonna top it with half a cup of cottage cheese. And half a cup is 3 Smart Points. I use just the regular full fat cottage cheese. And that's probably gonna be my lunch for now. Hey you guys, I'm puffing and puffing because I just finished my jog. And I'm now walking over to get the kids. I jogged about 3 miles. This is day 22, actually. I think I said day 21, but it's day 22 of my run streak between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I tallied it up the other day, and now counting today's run, I think I am at about 45 miles total that I've jogged so far between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I've stayed very active. My step counts and activity have been super high, even taking into account the runs, which are adding steps to my day. But my step totals have been like 12, 13, 14,000 steps. You know, at least, 10 or 11 is like a low day for me right now. So I'm staying pretty active. When I get home, I'm probably gonna have my Siggy's yogurt, which is my dairy for the day that I use my fit points for, not my daily points, but I will track 1 Smart Point for granola that I plan to put on top of it, and I'll check in with you guys at dinner. We are going to eat dinner late tonight, so I've made myself another snack. It is 5:15 right now, but we probably won't eat until 7:30. What I have here is a little turkey wrap that's gonna cost me 3 points. This is just some deli turkey I got at Whole Foods, and they had the nutritional information on the side, and 1 serving is 3 ounces, and you can have that much for 1 Smart Point. So Sometimes I count 0 for my turkey lunch meat. It just kind of depends. I mean, you know, there's nothing in here that's worth points. It is turkey breast, water, vinegar, sea salt, rosemary, and organic caramel coloring, which I don't know that that's in that. But anyway, I'm going to count 1 point for it. I do have just 2 ounces on here, though, instead of 3. I'm using 1 tablespoon of this Greek whipped cream cheese for 1 point. And these were a find. I have been searching all over for a decent quality tortilla or wrap that will not break the bank smart points wise. So I found these at Sprouts. I also know you can order them directly from the company, because I did order some directly from the company before I found them at Sprouts, but that's okay. They're in the freezer and I'll use them up. Anyway, this is the regular size and it's only 1 smart point for these low carb whole wheat tortillas. And I also have the burrito size, the large size, and they're only 2. And what I like about them is that the ingredients are pretty decent. Like, I know what all these ingredients are, and they used expeller pressed oils, and they're using whole wheat flour. So I'm really excited about this, and it's non-GMO. So even though there's some soy flour in there, it has to be non-GMO soy. So anyway, it'll cost me 3 points for the snack, and that will tide me over until dinner. So for dinner tonight, keep in mind my diatribe from earlier about how I do the best I can, but I'm not perfect. And I'm trying to eat cleaner, more wholesome foods, but I have to be honest with you tonight, convenience is winning out over quality, and we are having soup from a can. I'm sorry, we just are. It is what it is. And I did buy the kind with less sodium, at least. But to this soup, vegetable beef soup, my mom always added pasta. What she added actually was ramen noodles, so that's how I'm making the kids. I got 2 cans of this for them, and I put a brick of ramen noodles in it. It's cooking now. But to mine, I just added a little bit of whole wheat spaghetti for 0 smart points. And I probably put in about 1 ounce, probably not even a full serving, which would be 2 ounces dry. And I just break that up and I put it in with the soup while it cooks, so that it cooks in the broth of the soup and it kind of makes it a little thicker. This entire can of vegetable beef soup, the healthy request kind, is 6 smart points. So I'm going to have that for dinner, and then I'm going to have an apple, and I'm just gonna drink my water, and that's gonna be it for today. So thanks for coming along with me, and I will see you guys very soon. Good night.